Hello everyone, the Chart Guys have been working on an introductory technical analysis course for quite some time now, and after surveying hundreds of traders with what would be the most sought after information regarding technical analysis, we came up with this course, When to Enter and Exit. It covers over 5 hours of the basics on when to enter and exit, and we feel after watching this course it will help build a foundation of technical analysis knowledge which will eliminate a lot of the uncertainty in the world of trading stocks. So the course outline, we go over the psychology of trading, establishing a game plan, the different indicators we use to signal a bullish and bearish entry, how to recognize support and resistance levels, poor entries, where traders make mistakes, exit targets, how do you know where to sell your trade, where to place stop losses, that's very important, minimizing losses is what keeps you in the game long term, my personal preparations, how I go about getting ready for each trading day, and then piecing it all together, utilizing all the information we just learned and how to apply that in the real world for making successful, profitable trades. As a bonus, we also include a lot of information on finding entries and exits utilizing patterns, and you can find these patterns on every time frame on pretty much any stock and commodity trading, and certainly being able to recognize those patterns can give you an edge as well. So we hope you will check this out. Again, it's an introductory level course. So if you are new to technical analysis and trying to get a firm grasp on things and feeling a little bit overwhelmed, then this course is for you. I hope you check it out. Appreciate you watching. Hey everyone, checking in on Bitcoin and GBTC. And if you find these videos useful, likes and shares certainly appreciated. So looking on the hourly time frame, we saw the range get very, very tight. Lower highs, higher lows, tight, tight, tight. And whenever you see the range get this tight, you know a break is imminent. And it's either going to be, obviously, bullish or bearish. But when it happens, it's going to be a magnified move. I like to imagine it kind of like a rubber band. You're pulling it tighter, 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 tighter. And then you get a break. You can think of it like potential and kinetic energy if you are a physics kind of person. But once that rubber band breaks, it's a very significant move to the downside. So it's a very clear bear break here and obviously a dump. But the bulls did buy that dip. We hit lower lows and we dropped all the way down to 755. A little bit of a buying of the dip, but at this point, the bears are still very clearly in control. So how does this look on the daily time frame? You can see that tight, tight, tight range. Big bear dump. Look at the volume. So part of the tight range is decreasing volume. It's a very common pattern you'll see pretty much everywhere on all kinds of stocks, on all kinds of time frames. Huge bear spike on that volume and lower lows. So 755 is current support. Then I'm looking down at 743, 714, and I'm just looking at previous lows on the way up where we consolidated and found support. So now we're going to need to look for a bullish reversal candlestick in order to be confident on a bounce on the daily. And really at this point, you need to have your game plan established. Are you looking for just a short-term trade? Are you looking to flip an oversold bounce for maybe a day or two? Are you looking to add for a long position and hold it for a year? You should have a general guide in your head or written down as to what your time frames of the trades are so you know what to be looking for. So we're looking for a bullish reversal candlestick on the daily time frame. The weekly time frame, we saw that bearish reversal candlestick last week, confirming it in a big way this week. And the next support on the weekly I would be looking at, previous resistance now acting as support right in the 740s here. And the low again, 755. So let's put a line right there. You can see previous resistance right here, almost acting as support. I could put a line right there actually where we were unable to close above, closed at 761 and now bouncing off that support. So I like that line there. We'll see if the bulls can hold that level going forward. Looking at GBTC, it is a bullish reversal hammer. So the bulls buying the dip in a big way off the 50-day moving average support. A green day tomorrow will confirm it. This is the kind of candlestick where I would look to make an entry if I were looking for just a short-term trade, because I'm not confident that the bulls have established a strong enough support to trust that it is the bottom for now. So I would be looking to sell on some strength tomorrow if I made a bull entry on this candlestick. But again, if I'm looking long term, I'm putting more weight in the weekly time frame. And I can see that we bounced off the weekly middle Bollinger Band a couple months ago, and that middle Bollinger Band is right at that $100 psychological level. So that would be a nice solid support, in my opinion, on GBTC. I would want to see a move down towards $100 to potentially establish a longer term position, and I would exit if we lost $100 and closed below that middle Bollinger Band. So it's important to have a bit of a loose time frame and a game plan established. Otherwise, you're making decisions on the fly, and that's when your emotions take over and you make bad decisions. And that's the dilemma of every trader, controlling those emotions and not making decisions on the fly. You need to have that game plan established. So resistance right now is the high of this bounce attempt. That's up at 826. Support is the low of this dump, 755. So we'll see if we continue with lower highs and lower lows overnight. We will check back in and see if the bulls can form a reversal candlestick on the daily. That's a necessity on Bitcoin itself if looking for a bullish entry, and we don't have one at this point. So I appreciate you watching. We'll check back in on Bitcoin. Certainly lots of volatility picking back up. And this ended up being a bear flag where you have a small short-term bounce and cool off some of the technicals, and then another dump to the downside for continuation. So I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you soon.